Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plan Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel and now serves as the main academic building here at UT, with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary cafeteria plus an additional food court, a theater, as well as offices and meeting rooms for student organizations. The Vaughn Center is also one of UT's residence halls, providing 5 floors of student rooms. Morsani Hall is another residence hall here at UT. In addition to housing approximately 450 students, this building offers another selection of eateries as well as a small grocery store. Now let's check out the Sykes College of Business. This academic building houses classrooms and faculty offices for UT's undergrad and graduate business students. This building also has a real-time stock trading room. Right next door is the Sykes Chapel for Faith and Values. This gorgeous interfaith chapel features a large main hall complete with a massive pipe organ, as well as meditation rooms and meeting rooms. Student healthcare is a major priority for us here at UT. The Dickey Health and Wellness Center is accessible to all students and provides high-quality services including basic medical care, counseling, and wellness programs. On the east side of campus, you'll find the McDonald-Kelsey Library. Here, students can learn from a large collection of books, periodicals, and digital databases. They can also take advantage of our numerous study rooms and computers. The Academic Success Center is another great resource for students. This is your one-stop shop for academic advising, coaching, and tutoring services. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just want to shoot some hoops, the athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities. In addition, the campus features an aquatic center open year-round, 6 tennis courts, baseball and softball fields, a 1,500-seat stadium, as well as a lacrosse field and intramural complex. Need a break from studying? Head to Falk Theater and catch a play. This 1,000-seat historic theater serves as a home for all major performances made by UT's Department of Speech, Theater and Dance, as well as special guests. This is one of UT's newest facilities, the Innovation and Collaboration Building. Here you will find UT's very own Starbucks. In addition, classrooms, cybersecurity labs, study lounges, and the Loth Entrepreneurship Center, designed for student entrepreneurs to launch their startups. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video tour of UT, we'd love to give you one in person. For more information or to schedule a campus visit, go to ut.edu.
Are you gonna be alone up here, or?
We're doing the broadcast up here. You're welcome over here, though.
Well, I didn't want to like take a seat that's not, you know what I mean? Like,
You're fine. Yeah, I mean, even if you just want to set up the tripod and do it up here, that's fine too.
All right.
I got a power strip here if you want to need to charge it too. So, yeah.
Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Victoria and I'm a junior studying communications. Today we're going to be visiting some of my favorite off-campus spots that make the Tampa Bay area special. A short walk across the bridge from campus, you'll find Curtis Hickson Park. Located in downtown Tampa, it serves as a popular spot for concerts and festivals. Next door is the Tampa Museum of Art and Glazer Children's Museum. In addition, check out Tampa's Riverwalk, a downtown biking and walking trail that links 5 museums and 7 parks. Just a couple of blocks away is the historic Tampa Theater, a restored movie theater from the 1920s. Tampa's downtown business district, with 18 skyscrapers, is a great place for internships. From here, catch a trolley over to Ybor City, Tampa's historic cigar-making district. Along with lots of restaurants and music venues, Ybor offers a movie theater, museums, shops, and an active nightlife scene. In the mood for some shopping? Take a stroll through Hyde Park Village, an outdoor shopping district with high-end shops and restaurants. For a more traditional experience, International Plaza and West Shore Plaza are both within 4 miles of campus. All shopped out? Nearby you'll find beautiful Bayshore Boulevard, home to the world's longest continuous sidewalk. This 4.5-mile path is ideal for walking, running, or biking, and keep an eye out for dolphins and stingrays in the bay. Any hockey fans out there? The Amalie Arena is home of the Tampa Bay Lightning. In addition, the arena hosts over 150 concerts and events each year. If football's more your speed, come see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Raymond James Stadium. Just across the street is the spring training facility for the New York Yankees. Catch a game when they're in town. You can get close up to nature at Tampa's Lowry Park Zoo. Enjoy the tropical setting while viewing more than 1,200 animals ranging from tigers to chimpanzees and to manatees. Be sure to also check out the Florida Aquarium, an award-winning facility with 20,000 fish and aquatic animals from ecosystems around the world. If you're a thrill seeker, then Busch Gardens has you covered. This popular amusement park features 5 top-rated roller coasters and animal exhibits. We've saved the best for last. The Tampa Bay area has some of the most beautiful white sand beaches in the world. Clearwater Beach provides the perfect spot to swim, relax, and hang out with friends. Here we are, back at the absolute best spot in town, UT's campus. I hope you enjoyed getting a taste of what makes this area so exciting, and that you'll soon join us here in the beautiful Tampa Bay area.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Welcome to the University of Tampa. My name is Tucker Whitman and I'm a junior marketing major here at UT. Today we're going to look at some of the highlights of our beautiful Riverside campus here in downtown Tampa. We'll start at Plan Hall. This historic building was opened in 1891 as the Tampa Bay Hotel and now serves as the main academic building here at UT, with 4 floors of classrooms as well as faculty and administrative offices. Next up, the Vaughn Center, the hub of campus life and activities. This multi-purpose building includes the campus bookstore, our primary cafeteria plus an additional food court, a theater, as well as offices and meeting rooms for student organizations. The Vaughn Center is also one of UT's residence halls, providing 5 floors of student rooms. Morsani Hall is another residence hall here at UT. In addition to housing approximately 450 students, this building offers another selection of eateries as well as a small grocery store. Now let's check out the Sykes College of Business. This academic building houses classrooms and faculty offices for UT's undergrad and graduate business students. This building also has a real-time stock trading room. Right next door is the Sykes Chapel for Faith and Values. This gorgeous interfaith chapel features a large main hall complete with a massive pipe organ, as well as meditation rooms and meeting rooms. Student healthcare is a major priority for us here at UT. The Dickey Health and Wellness Center is accessible to all students and provides high-quality services including basic medical care, counseling, and wellness programs. On the east side of campus, you'll find the McDonald-Kelsey Library. Here, students can learn from a large collection of books, periodicals, and digital databases. They can also take advantage of our numerous study rooms and computers. The Academic Success Center is another great resource for students. This is your one-stop shop for academic advising, coaching, and tutoring services. Whether you're a seasoned athlete or just want to shoot some hoops, the athletic facilities here at UT are hard to beat. The Bob Martinez Athletic Center includes a large gymnasium, a weight room, and training facilities. In addition, the campus features an aquatic center open year-round, 6 tennis courts, baseball and softball fields, a 1,500-seat stadium, as well as a lacrosse field and intramural complex. Need a break from studying? Head to Falk Theater and catch a play. This 1,000-seat historic theater serves as a home for all major performances made by UT's Department of Speech, Theater and Dance, as well as special guests. This is one of UT's newest facilities, the Innovation and Collaboration Building. Here you will find UT's very own Starbucks. In addition, classrooms, cybersecurity labs, study lounges, and the Loth Entrepreneurship Center, designed for student entrepreneurs to launch their startups. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video tour of UT, we'd love to give you one in person. For more information or to schedule a campus visit, go to ut.edu.
Don't even have their numbers on the back. No? Yeah, because there's their one on there. Those are pretty fresh though, I like them. Yeah. Cool colors.
It's a rolling, not a stop. Why don't never stop? This a flow that got the block hot.
What's up, Don? You want Brett to do this?
Yeah, I'll just run your camera.
All right. Can you know how to run commercials and stuff? All right.
Then we're going to have the technical difficulties.
All right, because the scoreboard's working. I'm going to just leave this up here. I'm going to just leave this up here. So, like, if you want to go to a commercial, what you do is just click video clips. And pick like which one you want. You're probably going to want to do, because it says how long they are. Like sports, you don't want to do those. Like if there's an injury on the field, they start running out, you have like 30 seconds or half time run. You're gonna select like move side to side like this. So this is the 30-second one here. And then like Tampa one. So just, you wanna run this, click it, press fire ad. Tell your hero when it's gonna come up.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
You want to do that? You want to talk about the premier games today maybe during the half? These the viewers entertained? Yeah. These guys are really good. Number 9.
What's that mean?
8-0 overall, 3-0 in CSA.
Yeah,
he's with us, yeah.
Okay, alright, yeah, I'm just gonna shadow you guys. This is something I want to do. So, yeah, I'm just gonna shadow you guys. I'm just gonna kind of watch what you do. Basically. Hopefully I'll do it one day. Yeah. Not tonight, like my throat's gone.
Yeah, for sure. That's the one thing about being a broadcaster is like you have like any other job and you're like not feeling 100%, like you can get away with it, but like if you don't have the voice for the night, it's like it's the worst thing. Yeah.
What did these stats mean? This means games played,
Game started.
oh, game started.
Yeah. Goals.
Oh,
Goals.
oh.
Assists, points, shots on physical, I think. No, these are shots on goal. These are regular shots. Yeah.
Game played, game started, goals again.
Yep.
Very useful.
And then wait, that's shutout.
Shutout?
Yeah.
Which means a clean sheet, right?
Yep.
Sorry, like my terminology is like,
Oh, it's all good.
it's more used to a British thing.
Anything soccer related is acceptable. So.
Right. You wanna start the pregame show?
Yeah. How about 10 minutes? Is that good?
Sure.
Because I don't know if anyone's going to be listening this way yet. You know what I mean? I'm going to post my Snapchat so people come out. course. Get ready.
I think I see where it going. This one.
Are they playing in black or?
Just the warm-ups. Ready? Alright, I'm going to introduce it. Welcome to Pepin Stadium on the grounds of the University of Tampa. Thanks for joining us Saturday, September 29th, alongside Nepal's great Ian Gamiri. I am Connor Moore, and Ian, boy, do we have ourselves a matchup. Your Tampa Spartans host the number 9th ranked team, Florida Southern, the Moccasins. Give us a little rundown on the Moccasins, Ian.
Well, let's go. They're top field players. Like, the key players to watch out on the field for them are James Meehan. Like, he's played 8 games, he's started 4 of them, and he's got 7 goals. So that is quite some stats. Like, you can see from those stats that he is probably their super sub, as you'd like to say. He's also got 1 assist, and he's recorded 15 points so far for the Moccasins. Another player that we should be watching out for is Christoph Gums. He's played 7 games, started all 7 of them, and he's got 5 goals and 4 assists. So he's going to be one to watch out for, because he's the one that's going to create the plays for this team. So he's one that I think the Spartans should really keep an eye out on today.
Absolutely, and the Moccasins are coached by Jason Carlson. This is a team of a school of 2,500 players, and boy, do they have some type of team. They have been dominant in Sunshine State play, 3-0 on the season. As for the Spartans, they're 1-2, so they'll be at home here at Pepin Stadium with the opportunity to pull off a mini upset here, and that would be one that head coach Adrian Bush would love to get, really to start riling up his players. Taking a look at the Spartans' statistics on the seasons, playing in 7 games, starting all of them, is Juancho Fernandez. He has been rock solid for the Spartans. 2 goals, 2 assists, 6 points. Joining him with 6 points, Marcel Salokat, starting in 6 of 7 games, 2 goals, 2 assists as well. Freshman Julius Becker, and give a little bit of a rundown on Julius Becker. He is one of those X factors that we talk about for Tampa. He is a unique player from Germany over here, as we will take a look. Ian.
Well, Julius Becker, a freshman, just newly recruited for the University of Tampa, obviously, and he went to Wilhelm Gymnasium Sinhem, like that's a school in Germany, if you all don't know, and it's in Orschlotz, so that's, I'm not really sure where that is, but he's a German player, and we all know that Germany, 2014 World Cup champions, and so he's gonna bring a lot of like key passing and a lot of creativity in that midfield. So expect a lot from him today to cause if the Spartans are to cause an upset here tonight.
Beautiful night here in Tampa, Florida. Tampa community is buzzing. Our Buccaneers go to Soldier Field tomorrow, trying to improve to 3-1 on the season against a very stout Chicago Bear defense. So in that news, the Tampa Bay Rays finishing off a season where they've done remarkably well over 500. Not many people expected that for our baseball team. And the Tampa Bay Lightning had a phenomenal hockey season last year. They're in preseason mode, getting ready to start their regular season, looking to build on the success they had last year. And Ian, talk to us a little bit today about the Premier League soccer games that occurred.
Well, obviously the big upset came in the first game where West Ham United defeated Manchester United 3-1. So, I mean, that is quite shocking.
Yeah, what happened in that game for Man U?
Well, I mean, it's not just been this game, Connor. It's been almost like 3-4 games this season. United down in 10th position. That is not what you'd expect. And like Jose Mourinho, he's under pressure because they brought, what did United bring him in for? To win the titles. And so far, he's not really delivered the main one that they all want to win, which is in the Premier League. So let's see what happens now. Like, obviously now there are questions that he might be replaced by Zinedine Zidane. Like, those rumors, they just won't die out and stuff. So let's see. It's going to be really interesting to see if he lasts the season, because remember, he was the favorite to be the first manager sacked this season in the Premier League, and I think he still is he's still in the running for that, especially with the way United are playing, because not every United fan has been a fan of their style. They say it's boring, it's dull to watch, and being a United fan myself, I agree with that statement. United, I've just not had fun watching them. Actually, to be honest, I enjoy watching our rivals more. Manchester City under Pep Guardiola and Liverpool under Jurgen Klopp, who Liverpool actually in the last round of games today managed a 1-1 draw with Chelsea in a top of the table clash, as you'd like to say.
Absolutely, and Ian, taking a look at tonight's matchup as we're just south of 5 minutes from starting this one up, Tampa leads the all-time series 34-7. So as a soccer enthusiast as yourself, having an advantage like that over another program, how influential is that? The Spartans, 41 matchups, they've been victorious in 34. So being a Man U fan and being upset by a team like West Hampton today, how much of a factor does that have? You're the favorite, but in this situation, not really, because Florida Southern's the undefeated team. They're 9th ranked. Spartans are unranked and 2-3-3 on the season. So talk to us a little bit about the mentality.
Well, obviously, the Florida Southern, they're probably going to start the game more attacking, because they're hands down the favorites here. So we might see a little bit of defensive play from the Spartans at first, but as they slowly grow into the game, we might see them starting to attack more and stuff. So what we'll probably be expecting a lot of in the early stages of this game is a lot of attacking play, but the Spartans be ready for the counterattack. And Juancho Fernandez, he's going to be key to getting the goals, because he is the striker for UT, and strikers are going to be judged on goals. So hopefully for the Spartans, Juancho Fernandez shows up and starts his season up and running here, because obviously his stats so far, he's played 7 games and just got 2 goals. That's not really what you want in your striker. You want to see them having at least a goal a game ratio.
So taking a look, we're about 3 minutes away from starting. If the Spartans are to win tonight, that'll be their first ranked victory of the season, Ian.
Well, if they were to win, it'll be a huge boost to go into the upcoming games, especially against a side that's ranked number 9, because that gives you confidence to play all the big teams in the conference. So if that's how the Spartans want to start off their season, it's best to do it now, because it's early stages, and then slowly build your way into the season, and then hopefully win it all.
So, Iron, we've been talking a lot throughout the season, both Megan Bromwell and Jake Richards here for UT. The sweeper-keeper analogy, the junior from Bedworth, England, how pivotal has he been in terms of setting the tone defensively for the Spartans?
Well, obviously nowadays, UT, they have obviously started playing more like the teams professionally, playing out from the back, which you see mostly from Liverpool, Man City, Bayern Munich, and all those teams. So now you're starting to see that here at UT too. So that'll give the Spartans a big boost and a big, huge confidence, especially with Jake Richards, because he can do that. He can distribute the ball very well. He can come out of his box when need be, and especially if the defense, and that gives the defense much more safety as well, and especially for Jake Richards too, because he has 2 defenders which he can trust in, Toure and Constantine. So hopefully that will be good for UT to get the victory, because that's going to be pivotal.
So both teams getting ready to head to their sidelines, about 70 seconds away from honoring America and starting our soccer premier matchup on a beautiful night here, Saturday, September 29th at Pepin Stadium. Ian, what do you expect in particular from the Spartans on offense here? We mentioned Fernandez, we mentioned Salicot, Becker. Till Newman had a goal in the last contest. Players like that, Amgad Salah off the bench, Roger Smith. What do you expect to see from them tonight on the exterior and trying to penetrate into the box?
Well, I'm going to be seeing, hopefully, a lot of good counter-attacking plays to set up Juancho Fernandez to get the goals because, as I said, obviously the Florida Southern, they're going to come in as favorites. They're going to be attacking from the word go, which is what I expect, which is what I think like most of the teams in the conference will expect from Florida Southern. They're going to be attacking from minute one. And for Florida Southern, I just want to mention about their goalkeeper here. He's played 8 games, and he's got a clean sheet in 6 of them, which says an awful lot about that defense of theirs, and especially of him as a keeper, because he's only let in goals in 2 games, and that's something that we were not really used to seeing, especially in the Sunshine State Conference, where we see a lot of goals coming in from all around.
Definitely. Benny Yusuf Flaglu, we will talk to him momentarily as we get ready to honor America. We will join you again in a few moments. Get ready. Yeah, so,
okay, so
yeah,
playing when you got,
yeah, so honestly, I think what we'll do is we'll probably go to like, hey, is it Brad? Or
Brett.
Brett,
yeah.
Okay. Brett, we'll go to Brett for the commercial break. We'll
Okay,
right back.
okay,
All right, sweet.
Okay, so you guys bounce around from topic to topic, basically.
Yeah, and then once the game starts, we primarily stay like into that. We might go off on like another topic if it's like relevant, but for the most part, yeah.
Yeah, like I heard you guys.
The game starts itself, we pretty much stay on that, but yeah.
Now for tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Florida Southern Moccasins. Starting in goal, number 1, sophomore, Benny Yusufoglu. Starting in midfield, number 2, senior, Pablo Gallo Arias. On defense, number 3, sophomore, Jake Starling. At midfield, number 4, junior, Ineko Lacheras. On defense, number 5, senior, Daniel Moore. At forward, number 9, sophomore, James Meehan. At midfield, number 11, junior, Tobias Rodriguez. On defense, number 13, junior, Klaus Leyland. On defense, number 26, junior, Foster Apia. At midfield, number 29, sophomore, Alberto Diaz. And at midfield, number 30, junior, Christoph Gums. The Moccasins are coached by Jason Carlson. He is assisted by Ashley Holmes and Lucas Eicher. Now, here are the starters for your University of Tampa Spartans. Started in goal, 00, junior, Jake Richards. On defense, number 2, senior, Ramzi Torre. On defense, number 6, junior, Adrian Constantine. At forward, number 8, sophomore, Till Newman. At midfield, number 9, junior, Juancho Fernandez. At midfield, number 10, senior, Tony Soler. At midfield, number 11, sophomore, Mike Schessel. At midfield, number 13, junior, Roger Smith. On defense, number 16, freshman, Joey Biza. At forward, number 20, grad student, Marcel Salapau. And on defense, number 24, freshman, Everett Nichols. Tampa is led by head coach Adrian Bush. He is assisted by Maurice Lordnard, Keith Bolt, Eric Sims, and Clete Goddard. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Tonight being sung by University of Tampa student Amanda Cohen.
Welcome back to Pepin Stadium alongside Ian Gamiri. I am Connor Moore. Thanks again for joining us for tonight's primetime matchup between the Moccasins of Florida Southern and your Tampa Spartans. Ian, we get ready. Take a look at the Spartans in their white uniforms. The Moccasins counter with their red. What do you expect tonight, particularly for the strikers of the Spartans?
Well, the strikers for the Spartans, Juancho Fernandez, I expect this is his game. This is his time to shine. Is he a big game player? That's what we're here to find out. Because as a striker, you gotta perform in the big games, and this will prove if it's time. If he's the main starting striker that the Spartans needed all during this time, because to replace Paulo de Sousa is kind of a hard job, and so far I feel like he's done his bit.
So the Spartans in a huddle right now as the Moccasins take the field. Well, getting ready for action here, Ian.
Let's see if Juancho Fernandez can really test Benny Yusufoglu, because he hasn't really conceded a goal. I think he's only conceded in 2 games. So that's
Benny Yusufoglu,
so that's going to be a huge test.
From Dinslaken, Germany, sophomore, 6'1" keeper. Spartans will look to take advantage of an opportunity if granted.
Well, you mentioned he's from Germany. Let's see if he's got any Manuel Neuer traits in him, or even Marc-Andre ter Stegen, because those two, they're arguably, well, most definitely Neuer is the best goalkeeper in Germany, no doubt about that. But the number two of Germany, like you've got ter Stegen, you've got Leno. So yeah, let's see what we see from Yusufoglu.
The Moccasins are ready. The Spartans are ready. Waiting on the official signal. It is granted. And we are ready for action. 45 minutes. Yes, we are going. Game underway here. Start off with Klaus Lehand, Norwegian defender.
And it's brought up straight, and
Jake Richards, the precision there, and that was almost a scary play out of the gate.
Yeah, absolutely. We can see now that Florida Southern, they're gonna come on strong. Like, they've signaled their intent, like they're here to win. We've seen it from arguably in the first 10 seconds of this game.
Yeah, they are going to come ready to fight here at Pepin Stadium from Lakeland, Florida. Here come the Spartans working to Ramsey Torre, pushing forward. Onwards to Mike Schlesel, sophomore from Germany, 6'2" midi, with the spot start.
Yeah, he's going to be key here, especially turning that defense into attack. We have Adrian Constantine.
Constantine, the junior from Santa Cruz, Trinidad.
I mean, his relation with Ramsey Toure in the back, that's going to prove very critical in today's game, because we know that Florida Southern, they're probably going to dominate this game more. So, like, obviously, they're going to be put to the test tonight.
Both teams aggressive in the early goings, almost a minute and a half into play. Nothing doing on the scoreboard. Although, as Ian mentioned, the Moccasins were knocking on the door within the first few seconds of this one. So, Spartans doing a decent job here, keeping it in Moccasin territory.
Yeah, absolutely. Here, slowly, they're starting to play out from the back. Good defense.
Joey Baza there with the header. Let me see, Juancho Fernandez, Ian talked about, paving the way for Ramsey Torre.
Miss pass from Toure there. Not what Tampa Spartans are used to seeing from him.
Yeah, rare miscue. As the Moccasins now with some nifty footwork and on the push with the shot, it will sail over the head of Jake Richards, and out of play. The shot was from Christoph Gums, midi from Greifswald, Germany, player Ian mentioned a little bit in today's pregame.
Well, these Germans, like, they know how to get their stuff done, because they're used to performing when it matters. So let's see if the Germans on the pitch tonight, if they can perform in this big game, because as you all know, Germany, 2014 World Cup champions, obviously did not do too well in the 2018 World Cup, knocked out in the group stages.
Gums runs into Till Newman there, and Till Newman working the tightrope there, pushing on the sidelines, but nice defense from Klaus Lehand. And it's a fight for it, and Spartan territory come away with James Meehan. He's dangerous. Torre, though, with the defense and the steal.
Yeah, Toure, he's gonna prove pivotal. Like I said once more, him and Constantine, their job is to stop the ball from James Meehan. Like, the guy looks like he can play. The guy looks like he's got goals in him.
Yeah, experience on the back line. Taking a look at that, Torre, the senior, and Richards and Constantine, two juniors. So experience as Roger Smith with the cross. Nothing doing that time, and the Moccasins pull away. But Roger Smith had a head start on that one. Just could not find an open man.
Here we have Jake Richards on the ball. Plays it out to Adrian Constantine. Tampa Spartans slowly playing out from the back.
Here we go, Tony Soler paving the way to Constantine.
Oh, this is an odd position we see from Tony Soler. Looks like he's playing as a central defensive midfielder in this game, but dropping into center back occasionally.
Soler to Fernandez, back to Torre, and now Nichols and Roger Smith.
We have Juancho Fernandez dispossessed by their number 4, Eneco Lacerres, the Spanish international.
Now the Moccasins got a head start. It's Gums.
And here he goes. Good defense by Adrian Constantine.
And now Tobas Rodriguez Brindisi.
The Argentinian goes around number 16 of the Spartans. Good ball in.
And
it's in Moccasins territory. Appeals for a penalty.
Play on.
Waved away by the referee.
Yeah, Ezra Nichols got about as lucky as luck gets that time. Almost being penalized in the box. Would have been a penalty kick. Comes away unscathed. And now the Spartans coming away with it, looking to push into Moccasin territory.
Well, the crowd definitely weren't too happy with the Moccasin player there.
Till Newman here, pushing. Give and go with Schlessel. Newman gets to it with the cross. Taking it now is Schlessel. Constantine with the header.
Here we see the Spartans. They're not afraid to play two here. Like, they're signaling their intent to Florida Southern. Like, hey, if you've come here to play at our own stadium, we can do the same to you.
Here he comes
Smith
with the cross. Oh, and incoming, and that was a exceptional look by Smith that time, trying to hook up with Schlessel. That one was right in the middle of the box line. If that was a little bit earlier, that could have been a very likely goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, we know the finishing that the Mike Schessel has. Like, he's got a rocket of a foot. So hopefully we could see more from. Hopefully we could see more plays like that, Connor.
We have a nice crowd here at Pepin Stadium. Ian Gamiri, Connor Moore. 38:30 left in regulation. Here come the Moccasins pushing forward.
Good ball distribution by the goalkeeper of the Moccasins. So he's going to be hard to beat for sure. As I mentioned, he's played 8 games.
Here come the Spartans. Fernandez! Oh, did not. Beautiful stop. Benny Yusufoglu.
Yeah, he made that look easy, but trust me, Connor, that shot it was probably really hard to save. So that probably explains why he's got so many clean sheets.
And a soaring punt there, met by Torre with the header. But now, all of a sudden, Rodriguez Brindisi, the Argentinian, with the cross to Ezric Nichols.
You mentioned that he's Argentinian, Connor. Well, obviously one Argentinian player that the world knows about is Lionel Messi, but more on him later as the...
Oh, going for it all that time. Christoph Gums to no avail, as we will go to a quick commercial break with our main man Brett over here. BRB. Welcome back to Pepin Stadium. Moccasins pushing, crossing midfield. 36:30 left in play, and the Spartans will have a throw-in. It will be Joey Baza, another freshman from Tampa, Florida. Tampa prep graduate is Baza.
Well, it's always nice to have somebody from the local community to be part of the soccer team here, because as you know, like, they know the culture in and around this area. They know what it's like to play in Florida, which is one of the hardest places to play.
Baza will do it again, a little bit closer to midfield, and head official will give him an even closer look here. Baza with a strong arm on the hop. Moccasin defense playing tight, but now Tony Soler with a quick shot. Benny Yusufoglu with the save.
He's showing great positioning here once more. Like, he's not afraid.
Only a sophomore he is, but looking like a veteran there in net.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like when you mention he's a sophomore, it looks like he's not really that well experienced, but judging by the way he's playing, it looks like he's been playing at this level for like years.
And you mentioned the German background. They have been playing at an elite level for quite a long time.
Yeah, absolutely. 4 World Cups they have won.
Spartans get the throw in, 10 minutes into action, nothing doing on the scoreboard, but from a Spartan perspective, they do not look overmatched in the slightest against Florida Southern, so hanging tough, see if they can break away here.
Well, yes, Connor, but let's not forget that soccer is played over 90 minutes and we've just played 10, so there's 80 more minutes to go. Let's see if the Spartans can keep up this pressure.
So here we go, Baza with the throw-in. He has shown the strength as another soaring throw-in. Right back to him, though. Intercepted by Gums.
Well defended by Adrian Constantine. Well, Gums looks like he's going to be very key in this game because he's absolutely been everywhere on this pitch.
Yeah, electric speed he has. He's been all over the wing and sideline position.
Yeah, it's going to be hard, like, trying to stop him. And there he goes again.
Rodriguez Brindisi in the corner. Be a throw-in now for the Moccasins.
Well, the Argentinian wins his side of throw-in. He obviously probably wouldn't be too happy with Argentina's performances in the World Cup. See, going now 4-3 to France, but boy, did they have to work for that game. It's a foul throw. Be a throw-in for the Spartans.
Wind starting to pick up here at Pepin Stadium. Few clouds in the area, but for the most part, it's been a beautiful day. Bibaza with the throw-in. Nice bicycle kick that time by Schessel. We'll have a word with Schessel and the official, I think, about raising that foot high. That was a little bit high on that.
Yeah, absolutely. In soccer, you cannot really raise your foot beyond a certain point, and if you do, you're going to be called for it. So this might be a warning for the number 11.
Yeah, it did not look intentional by any means, so quick warning for Schessel. Probably next time he's caught doing, it'll probably be a yellow card, potentially a red card, depending on the severity.
Probably. Hopefully we don't see a Nigel de Jong kick on Xabi Alonso that we saw in the 2010 World Cup final.
Moccasins moving forward. Oh, here we go.
Oh, a wayward clearance there. The Moccasins appealing for a back pass, but to no avail. Obviously that was an accidental pass, so that is why Jake Richards was able to pick up the ball.
Yeah, unorthodox it was, but at least Richards was able to get a clear read on the ball and take charge. As Constantine now, a lot of open real estate here. No Moccasin defenders pressuring him as he crosses that one over to Roger Smith, the speedster. Give and go, Roger Smith on the push. Can the Spartans get something going here? Crossing, finding his teammate Fernandez. Fernandez now in disbelief with the call.
There's a slight push there from a Florida Southern player on Juancho Fernandez.
More and more fans continue to flood into Pepin Stadium. And we see a good mix as an interception by Till Newman has been played, looking for Fernandez, but could not find his man. But right back to Newman now. So some sloppy play by both sides. But Schessel looking for Fernandez. Newman with the southpaw boot, but saved by Yusufagu with the save. And getting back to it, a lot of Moccasin fans here at Pepin Stadium. They travel obviously well from Lakeland, Florida.
Well, I mean, Lakeland's not that far from Florida.
Yeah, more in the middle of Florida.
I mean,
east of us.
It's not that far from Tampa, I'm sorry. But obviously, there are going to be quite a few Moccasins fans here. And obviously to cheer them on. And here they come again with Gums on the ball. Plays it out to number 3, Jake Starling.
One of the few opportunities Florida Southern's had. Spartans defense has done the job thus far. And now here we go. Marcel Salicot, haven't mentioned him too much, but the 6'3" graduate student from Paderborn, Germany. How good has he been, Ian?
Well, he's been exceptional this season. Obviously, just distributing the ball out from midfield, finding Juancho Fernandez, finding Roger Smith. He's been real key for the Spartans. Experience, obviously, he's probably been playing soccer for like at the highest level for probably years since he's a grad student. Probably played during his freshman year, sophomore year, junior year, and senior year too. So let's see what he can do in this game, because obviously experience is going to come big against the big teams, and obviously Florida Southern, they're a big team here.
So 30 minutes left in the first half. 0-0 is our score. Ezric Nichols giving to Torre in the Spartan territory.
It's time for the Wheel of Sparta. Look for our marketing staff to guess the number of the UT Spartan player that you land on. Tonight's Wheel of Sparta is sponsored by Walkabout.
Well, there's pressure coming in from
Richards, though, saving the day, clearing the way for the Spartans, but Moccasins.
Here comes Gums to the striker.
Constantine with the denial. Although Florida Southern, that was a quick breakaway there on the fast break.
Yeah, James Meehan there, he probably knows he should have done better, but hardly anything that could be done, because give full credit to Constantine there.
Yeah, the sophomore from London, Calumet College transfer, is Meehan, who I had just mentioned. Had a golden opportunity that time from the left hash, just could not find the back of the net. Credit Adrian Constantine with the lockdown defense.
Yeah, absolutely. Constantine and Toure, they're going to, as I said before in the pregame and during this game, they're going to hold the key to blocking any Moccasin attack that's going to come.
Lehan again with the cross. Richards soaring and coming away with it for Tampa.
And here come the Spartans on the counterattack.
Nice job, Jake Richards. Roger Smith could not get to that one, and Yusufoglu with the stop.
Well, Yusufoglu, well, you know, he's German, obviously. German keepers, they like to come off the line. We see that a lot. Ter Stegen, Neuer, Leno, Timo Horn, you see it from all of them.
So here's Florida Southern. Spartans done a nice job through the first 17 minutes, keeping them out of their rhythm that they've done throughout the course of 8 games thus far. Taking a look at the Sunshine State Conference standings, 4-0.
And here come the Spartans, and and the fans here of Florida Southern. Oh, that was in. Or is it in?
It was out of play, just off the edge of the net, so it'll be a goal kick for Richards.
Sorry,
but a total collapse on, I think, by the Spartan defense. They are grateful that was not 1-0 the score for Florida Southern, as they had it in their own possession and then just coughed it up.
Yeah, absolutely. That was great play from the Moccasins. Like, I mean, they're knocking on the door. Obviously, they've had fewer chances in this game compared to the Spartans, but their chances, it looks like they're more likely to score from them, because Tampa's, the UT shots, they've usually been outside the box, so very rarely have they gone past the defense.
Here's Roger Smith pushing with the Spartans on the left wing. Nice slide tackle, though, by Meehan. But, Ian, you mentioned Gums. What a look he had that time. Just right of finding the back of the net that time. But getting back to my point before, Sunshine State Conference standings, Ian, Palm Beach Atlantic 4-0 on the season, and then you have Nova Southeastern and these Moccasins of Florida Southern at 3-0. Spartans at 1-2. Looking at those three teams still undefeated in conference play.
Yeah, absolutely. The conference play, that's going to be a huge. It's going to be a huge battle because obviously very, very good teams in this conference. Obviously, Palm Beach Atlantic looking like the runaway favorites for this.
Yeah, 10-0. That speaks volumes.
Yeah, absolutely. Florida Southern, 8-0. So they're hot on the tails of Palm Beach Atlantic. They could easily just match that with a win here tonight and a win in their next game.
Smith was looking for Fernandez, but intercepted there by Diaz. Alberto Diaz from Okeechobee, Florida. So it's been a defensive match so far, Ian, has it not? I mean, 20 minutes in, few teams have had opportunities, but nothing really doing on the offensive end.
Yeah, absolutely. Here in the Sunshine State Conference, you're going to expect goals because there's not any team that likes to play defensive. Like, they go at it from the first minute. So you're not going to see a park the bus strategy from any of these teams. You're going to see even the small teams here, even the teams that are like bottom of the standings, St. Leo and Rollins, they're going to go for it even against these big teams here. As a foul is called here.
Baza not happy with the call. It will be a yellow card on him. And as he was meeting Tobias Rodriguez Brindisi, the Argentinian, near midfield, and that was almost a hip check there.
Yeah, absolutely. Argentinians, like, they do not like getting fouled one bit because, like, obviously most of Argentina, they play soccer and they're very good at it, and all Argentinians I know, they do not like getting fouled because they're used to getting fouled because of all their trickery and footwork and stuff. So expect a lot of tackles to be going in for Rodriguez tonight.
So free ball here. Foster Apaya, junior from Kumasi, Ghana. Ian, talk to us about some Ghana players that you like.
Obviously, Ghana in 2010 in the World Cup, they made it to the quarterfinals, losing to Uruguay. And as many of you have forgotten, that was Luis Suarez's hand of God moment, where he blocked Asamoah Gyan from scoring, and then Gyan obviously missed the resulting kick in extra time, and the game eventually went to penalties, in which Uruguay won 4-2, I believe. So Ghana, obviously, they've been there, they've been to the World Cup, they've done fairly well. Obviously, I don't think they went to the 2018 World Cup, but Ghana, they're a very good side when it comes to soccer.
Yeah, they definitely produce a lot of talented players. As Roger Smith in the box and still in play. Now it'll be a throw-in for the Moccasins. And Foster Apaya, junior defenseman, just another one of those talented players from Ghana.
Yeah, absolutely. Ghana, they have a lot of talented players, but let's not forget, and despite their poor showings at the 2014 World Cup, they did draw to the champions, Germany, in that year in a 2-2 game, which was quite mouth-watering. And let's not forget, in 2010, they also did beat the United States of America in the round of 16.
We have 23-20 left. Joey Baiza with the throw-in. Wind has settled down here at Pepin Stadium. Baiza giving way to Salakat. Soler to Ezric Nichols. Spartans with the cross. Moccasin defense playing tight. Smith is in the vicinity, using that speed. Constantine with a nice ball. But Yusufoglu with the stop.
Yeah, Yusufoglu, he's really controlling that area there for his team. Like, he looks like he's the real deal. Do you think a foul there called on the number 9? James Meehan. A foul by Adrian Constantine.
Wind's starting to pick up yet again, so weather might have a factor in this one, Ian, but so far both teams getting comfortable with one another, and it's been played in midfield primarily.
Good trickery there from Meehan.
Coming away with it is Tony Soler. But we're seeing here, Ian, two Moccasin players on the bench getting loose.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe they're the super subs who are gonna unlock the Spartan defense, because for Moccasins, this is usually not what they're used to. They're not really used to drawing a game at this stage. In the Sunshine State Conference, obviously, they've won all their games. And usually they're a goal up at this time, so it's unusual territory for them. So the coach must be thinking, well, obviously I'm not going to be able to do what I've done in the other games against this talented Spartan side. Good stuff there by Roger Smith. Trickery.
Be a throw-in now for Tampa.
Yeah. Roger Smith getting the crowd on his feet. Huge sounds of applause there.
Yeah, fabulous footwork does Roger Smith have. As a defender, your head is constantly on a swivel. Do not know where he's going to go. He's so fast.
Yeah, it reminds me of Leroy Sané of Manchester City. See, with that fancy footwork. See, Leroy Sané didn't go to...
Salakat! Oh, what an opportunity. That time for the Spartans. What a pass. Looking for Juancho Fernandez line. It was so close that time.
Juancho Fernandez, that was half a chance. A full chance, I don't know what you want to call that, but as a striker, Juancho Fernandez, I think he probably knows himself that he should have finished that, because half a chance is usually all it takes for him to finish a chance.
Yeah, perfect ball by Marcel Salokat. That was right on the money, and we had just been talking so highly of Yusefoglu, but he was very indecisive on that one, not sure whether to pursue that ball or stay at home, and he got lucky because he stayed at home and Fernandez was knocking on the door.
Yeah, absolutely. Juancho Fernandez, as I said, he's going to be the key in this game, because he's going to have to, he's going to be the, if this is his night, he's got to score past arguably the best goalkeeper in this league, in this conference.
Here we go. Spartans looking to retaliate. 1950 left in play. Spartans with the throw-in. 0-0 is our score.
Well, we've seen a lot of good plays by the Spartans, and they win a free kick there in good territory, so you might be expecting a cross coming in. And it looks like Tony Soler is going to be taking this one. We know what sort of left foot he has.
So the Spartans with a gifted opportunity here with Soler, southpaw, getting ready as many Spartan players in the box. Torre, the 6'5" senior there, looking for the header, just could not find the ball that time, but nice look that time by Soler.
Absolutely, looking for the big head, looking for the head of Ramzi Toure, who is very, very tall, 6'5".
Yeah, tallest Spartan on the team, and that's what they like him for. Use that size advantage there in the box.
Mm-hmm, absolutely, the captain. Can he lead this team to an unexpected victory? Juancho Fernandez, good trickery from him.
Defense has been the name of the game thus far.
Yeah, both defenses have looked really good in this game, but I mean, here we have Meehan, I believe.
Meehan, yes.
Looks like it's an offside on Meehan.
So free kick for the Spartans, and I am taking a look. We will get our first glimpse of Julius Becker preparing to sub in over here, Ian. What are your thoughts on Becker? Another German freshman here.
Yeah, Julius Becker. He's played 7 games this season. Started 3 of them. Got 1 goal and 1 assist. So yeah, slowly, he's a freshman. You want to give him time. Obviously, those stats, they may not look good, but as I said, he is a freshman. It's gonna take time to get used to this level of play, because in Germany you don't really have college games that are this competitive here, so it's gonna take time, and we're gonna hopefully this is his night, because he is
Newman with the fastball. Nice save by Yusufoglu. Roger Smith with the cross now. Spartans there, but the Moccasin defense with the stop.
And the Moccasins here coming on the counterattack.
Tony Soler, though, had a great look
Here's
there.
Meehan, the star striker for... He's intercepted by Tony Soler. Back to Jake Richards, playing out from the back to Bauza. Well, we've had a fairly good game here, I would say, Connor.
Absolutely. Spartans hanging tough. They do not look outmatched at all by the Moccasins.
Absolutely. A large crowd coming in tonight.
Yeah, why not? Saturday night, Pepin Stadium. Ian Gamiri, Connor Moore, thanks again for joining us. This game has been a thriller so far, only expecting to get better from here.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, obviously this is not like a World Cup or anything, but good ball into Juancho Fernandez.
Just offsides.
Who is called offside.
Barely, though. Not by much.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I think that's one thing that the defense of Florida Southern, that's what they're planning to do, is play an offside line, which we see Spartans getting called offside quite a few times here.
That was a former player yourself, Ian. What do you think about that game plan, trying to have the offense be offsides and kind of play with that mentality?
Well, as a striker, what I used to play, that is a very annoying thing, because it gets you called offside so many times. I've been called offside many times in my career. Like, obviously, a lot of players have been called offsides, and a lot of strikers get called offside. It's not their favorite thing. It's probably their worst things, especially players known to get called offside. Robin Van Persie, Javier Hernandez. Like, a lot of jokes about them being they were born offside. It's a joke, a meme, but let's not talk about memes in this game. Well, back to today's game between UT and Florida Southern.
Yeah, 15 minutes. It's been 30 minutes of primetime defense, I guess. I mean, both squads have had opportunities for sure. Just credit the fine line defense preventing them, and some miscues on offense, particularly some foots that just too much on it and could not follow through.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the attackers in this game, they haven't been like on their
A game.
Their A game, absolutely. Like, the goalkeepers, all their chances, they've been pretty straightforward.
Well, still 14-20 left in the first half. See if one of these teams can get on the scoreboard here. But 3 subs on, taking a look at Florida Southern, giving them a look. Luis Bautista, Julian Jordan Canosa, and Ian McIntosh getting ready for the Moccasins. Ian, give us a rundown on these 3 players and what to expect here tonight from these 3.
Well, the number 7 of Florida Southern, Luis Bautista, he's a forward, and 5'10". He's from Winter Haven, Florida, so a Liberty University transfer, I believe. Numbers 10 is Julian Jordan Canosa, a forward who's a sophomore from Barcelona, Spain. So we should be expecting quite some Spanish flair from him tonight.
Yeah, who are your favorite role models from Barcelona?
From Barcelona, obviously, I like Lionel Messi, because he's probably one of my favorite players, because
Number 7, Julius Becker.
he's led Argentina he's helped Argentina qualify for this World Cup. Despite their poor showings and despite all the Argentinian media gives Messi, let's not forget he was the one that we'll talk more about Lionel Messi later.
Yeah, Moccasins with the breakaway. They're deep in Spartan territory, as we're south of 13 minutes left here in the first half of regulation. But the Spartans will get a throw in here. So.
But going on to my previous point about Messi, like, let's not forget that he was the one that made Argentina go to the World Cup with that hat trick he scored in Quito. Well, as you all remember, Argentina were 1-0 down in the first minute of that game, and they had to win to qualify for the World Cup. If not, Chile would have gone at their expense. And that's what it looked like until Lionel Messi showed up and turned the game on its head, scoring a hat-trick, 3-1 victory for Argentina.
Schessel now to
Roger
Smith with the shot. Overhit that one just barely, but right idea for the Spartans.
Yeah, Spartans. Well, I mean, it was a bad shot, but Adrian Bush must be happy because very rarely are you gonna get chances. So, and like you're gonna have to like take shots to score past this keeper, because and you have to take shots to win, because if you don't take shots, you're definitely not gonna score goals.
Yusufoglu kicking it over midfield. Newly entering Bautista, we mentioned, on the push. Constantine and Bautista getting into it there.
Foul by UC
on Constantine.
And the offside flag has been raised as well. Looks like Jake Richards will be over this free kick. Taking it short.
Give and go with Tony Soler. Toure.
Gums versus Toure. And it's a foul being called here on Toure. Or it's an offside.
Late offsides call it is.
But great defense from Toure though. Obviously, Gum's not happy with the decision. He feels that he was clearly onside. But so Jake Richards will be over this free kick once more.
Richards with the kick. Jump ball. Bautista and Soler going for it.
Here's the new entry, Julian Jordan Canosa. Plays it out wide.
Nice diving stop by Richards. Taking his time here.
Well, 9 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the first half. 0-0 the score between Florida Southern and Tampa.
Constantine looking for Salicot. That'll raise a whistle. It will go against Klaus Lehan.
Looks like a substitution for the Spartans. Number 19 will be coming on. That'll be Jan Walker, who's a sophomore from Backlash, Switzerland.
Yeah, who are your favorite Swiss players, Ian?
Well, obviously, the most famous Swiss players right now are Granit Xhaka and Xherdan Shaqiri, Bril Embolo. They're a fairly good side built on defense. Obviously, let's not forget, in the World Cup, they got that 1-1 draw with Brazil in their opening game. See Philippe Coutinho giving Brazil the lead in that game, which was eventually cancelled out by Zubair's header. Here, back to tonight's game. Here we have the goalkeeper, Yusufoglu, distributing well, playing out from the back, which is what we're used to seeing from a lot of German goalkeepers.
Moving across midfield are the Moccasins. 8:45 left. 0-0 the score. Spartans get the throw in. Nice defensive sequence that's happened.
Yeah, absolutely. Defense in this game has been absolutely great from both teams. Like, I don't think there's been, except for the one or two like bad chances that have been gone for either side. I think that both sides, both managers will be very happy with their defenders.
Jan Walker replacing Mike Schessel.
So let's see why Jan Walker's got up his sleeves tonight. A good ball over the top, looking for Julius Becker, but to no avail. Wind picking up gradually as we speak. No foul being called for Florida Southern. Here come Gums, looking for number 7, who is offside.
Offsides he is.
Luis Bautista, Winter Haven, Florida, born.
$7:15 left, first half. Free kick for Soler. So that was one that could have been dangerous, Ian, if that whistle was not blown for offsides.
So it looks like the referee here is having a talk to the coach of Florida Southern, Jason Carlson. So obviously it looks like it will be a warning to the coach.
So the teams will have a breather. We'll go to a quick commercial break with Brett Felton real quick. Welcome back to Pepin Stadium alongside Ian Gamiri. I am Connor Moore. 6:45 left in the first half of what has been an exceptional game between the Moccasins of Florida Southern and your Tampa Spartans here. Spartans have held neck and neck here with the Moccasins as looking to push. Oh, almost is Till Newman trying to walk the tightrope that time.
Yeah, absolutely. Great pressuring from Till Newman. Like, he's gonna bring all that because Germans, they're known for their pressing game. So expect to see a lot of that from the Germans on the pitch tonight.
Oh, a nice give and go, looking for Becker with Salakat, who's drawn up some nice passes thus far.
Yeah, absolutely.
6 minutes, what do you expect to see, Ian, here with the final push for the Spartans here?
Well, I'm going to expect both teams to, both teams are now, they've felt each other out, they've seen what they're capable of, so, and both teams will feel like they can go for it. Well, and despite it looked before this game like we were all like talking about how great this Florida Southern side is, but the Spartans will feel like they got that they have weaknesses. So Spartans, they're gonna be more confident that they can get this win because they know that this side is beatable.
Becker goes down, no call, play on. Now the Moccasins looking to capitalize.
Number 19, Ian McIntosh.
Yeah, one of the substitutes recently entering for Florida Southern. With the cross, nothing doing that time, but boy, oh boy, Ian McIntosh. That was a laser that time, but just out of play, luckily for Tampa.
Absolutely, that was a back heel too, so that was a rocket of a back heel. Like, very rarely do I see something like that. And thankfully for Jake Richards, it was off target, because had that been on target, that could have been a goal.
So, obviously, having clear expectation what to expect in the first half, has anything stood out to you on good or bad for either team that you weren't quite expecting?
Well, for me, Juancho Fernandez, despite not being able to finish the chances that he's gotten, I've really liked his link-up play with Roger Smith. I think those two, they've had great moments with their 1-2s on and off the pitch, obviously to no avail yet.
Yeah, certainly the chemistry between those two has been dominant.
Yeah, absolutely. And for Florida Southern, like Gums and the number 9 striker, James Meehan, like they've had good link-up play. So the attackers in this game, despite looking like they haven't got much, they've had good link-ups, but to no finish. Here's Roger Smith.
Smith working the left side with the cross still in play. Becker is there with one man on, but a lot of open space with him to work with. Finding Soler. Soler looking for Becker to no avail. Now Constantine and Torre will have to deal with this soaring McIntosh, and Jake Richards does a nice job just to head that out of play. That did not look too pretty off the bat.
Yeah, absolutely. But good sweeping there by Jake Richards, the sweeper keeper.
So 3 minutes, 6 seconds left. Both teams hoping to get one or two more chances here to score before half. This will be a corner kick now for Florida Southern.
Well, let's see. Well, let's see what they can conjure from this corner kick. See, the tallest player for Florida Southern is 6'4", Daniel Moore, defender from Arlington, Texas. He's on the field. Expect the ball to go to him.
Yeah, Daniel Moore showing his presence in the box as Rick Nichols clearing it out of there. And now a shot just out of reach, but Foster Apaya,
the Ghanaian.
Yes, with the no hesitation that time.
Yeah, absolutely. Like at this point, like why not? Because both defenses have been looking pretty solid, and the only thing that looks like that's gonna break this 0-0 is an absolute world-class finish or a world-class strike.
Well, Ian, we saw against Florida National the other day for the women's team on the right wing. It was Libby Wiseman. You were down on the field while Chris and I were up here at the booth. What do you think about being down at the field, just having to say to yourself, you know what, I got to take this shot. I got to put the team on my back. We're seeing that here. Tony Soler is in an opportunity. This is where Libby Wiseman scored her goal. So if you're Tony Soler, are you taking a shot on net?
Well, this looks like a very hard position, like, to score, but Tony Soler, he's known more for his crossing ability. So obviously I think Tony Soler would probably go for the pass there, but if it were somebody like who would fancy a shot, maybe like Juancho Fernandez, like maybe he would absolutely go for a goal. But
1 minute remaining in the first half.
So 1 minute now. Soler kicking it high. And we have a hold now on Jan Walker. So 45 seconds on. Do you think Florida Southern with Gums here has anything in store?
Well, let's see. Well, they're just leaving 2 men back, so it's going to be interesting to see what comes. Will they come to regret this decision, because the Spartans could easily just counter.
Clock's still ticking, so this should be the final sequence of the first half.
Yes, let's see what comes of it. Gums with the delivery.
Oh, the crossbar with 10 seconds. Torre keeping it out for now. Jake Sterling with the cross for Florida Southern. And wow, the Spartans come away unscathed. 0-0 the score going to halftime, Ian. What a sequence.
Well, what a finish that was to that game. Could have easily been very different going into halftime. Because I feel, as a Spartan, that would have been the worst time to concede a goal, because that changes how the whole team talk for Adrian Bush. Had that gone in, he'd have been like, all right, guys, because what he'd been preparing for, like he'd have to scratch all of that and go into a brand new team talk. So that was very lucky for the Spartans.
All right, well, we will be back in action in about 14 minutes or so. Stay with us at the time. We will have Brett run some commercials for the time being, but Ian and I will step away for a few moments, and we'll be back in around 6 or 7 minutes, so stay with us. We'll have some exceptional commercials coming forward. Stay tuned.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Up first is Brooke. Say.
My major sport management. What's your
Our next shooter is Matthew. He's good.
I finally feel comfortable in the classroom, like talking about sports, because I know other people know what I'm talking about.
Right, yeah.
Like going through high school.
Next up in round 2 is Matthew.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Since it's close enough, I just give you. So it was nice having it down.
Welcome back to Pepin Stadium alongside Ian Gamiri. I am Connor Moore. Through the first half of action, we have seen nothing doing on the scoreboard, Ian, but from a momentum perspective, what have you seen from both teams that you like?
Well, the Florida Southern, they started the game strong. They obviously could have easily scored in the first 10 seconds of the game. Like, they signaled their intent, like, right from minute one, that we're here to win this game. Spartans, they slowly came into this game, gradually, and eventually they found out, wait a second, this Florida Southern side, they're not great as, like, people made them out to be. So, like, we got a chance here, and we could really go for it, because they have weaknesses too. So, like, that's what I've been really impressed with by the Spartans. They've shown great fight, and slowly they've shown their intent that, hey, we can beat this team. Like, we can win this game too. Like, we can catch them in the conference.
So, Ian, taking a look, the lone Spartan on the field is Knut Soren Hovit from Lillesand, Norway, the junior defenseman. What do you see here, Ian? I know you're a soccer enthusiast. When you have one player out there, are you expecting to possibly see him later, or what do you think it is with Knut Soren Hovit?
Well, obviously, being the only player on the pitch, like, he's probably not gonna go on at the start, but who knows. But I think, like, there may be some injury issues that he's working with, so maybe he's just trying to, like, freshen up and stuff like that, like slowly get back into shape. So
He's from Norway. Who are your favorite Norwegian players?
Well, obviously the up-and-coming, I don't know many Norwegian stars, but there's one that's up-and-coming, Martin Odegaard. Obviously, that most of you might know about. Like, currently, I think he plays in the Dutch league. So hopefully, well, he was tipped to be a superstar, but obviously things didn't work out after a move to Real Madrid, went on loan. So hopefully he can get his career back on track and running.
Yeah, not sure how many of you are familiar with Norway, but Iron, obviously, very mountainous area is Norway.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's one of the Scandinavian countries. Like, they're known for their cold weather. Absolutely, it's cold all year round. I've actually talked to Knut Sovereign about that. Like, he says like he loves it here more because of the warm weather, because the cold weather is not really my type of thing, is what he told. Something like that is what he's told me. So.
And for most people here in Tampa, that is the thought process. Let me get out of wherever cold environment I'm in right now and head south into the beach and humidity. Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that is why we see a lot of people, like international people in Florida, because warm weather. Even like a lot of U.S. students from other states, they come to Florida because of the warm weather.
Absolutely. We're about 90 seconds away from starting the second half of what has been a highly anticipated grudge match so far. Neither team able to get things going on the offensive end quite yet. So we might be in store, Ian, for a lengthy game here, see if any team can pull away. If not, we might have free football, potentially, if neither team is able to score in the next 45 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. But second half, this is where usually all the stuff happens in big soccer games, and this should be no different. Expect a lot of action in the second half, especially from the strikers and the defenders, and especially, but more importantly, the midfielders, because they're gonna hold the key. Because this game so far has been a midfield battle, and we're gonna probably see more of the same during the start. Then I'd say we'd probably, if this game were to end in a draw, I'd say the Tampa Spartans would probably be the happier of the two sides.
And although they most likely would against such a top-tier opponent, the Spartans have already had 3 ties this season. So as a player, and how much does that wear on you, where you're just at the end of the game like, wow, another tie, just unable to find our movement and ability to pull away?
Well, that actually kind of depends on the team you're playing. Say if you're a club like, I don't know, West Ham in the Premier League, and then you tie against like a top dog like Manchester City, like you're gonna feel happy with that. And then going next week, you play another top dog in like say Chelsea, and you get another draw from that, then you'd probably think to yourself like, wow, in these hard games we managed, which we expected to lose, we got 2 ties from them. So like obviously that you're gonna feel very happy. But if you were a Man City or a Chelsea fan and you draw to West Ham, you're obviously gonna think of those as dropped points. But in this game, I don't think the Spartans will, if they were to draw this, they'd feel like, okay, yeah, we got the point, but it's not like dropped points. Obviously they're dropped points, but it's not like it was against a weaker opponent, if you know what I mean.
For sure. And the Spartans now coming out of the locker room, officials heading towards midfield. We've seen the Moccasins be on the field throughout the duration of halftime. Spartans more about engaging in conversation. Moccasins wanting to stay loose, get some shots up.
Yeah, so let's see what the Moccasins have in store for us, because they're not used to this, going into a game tied at halftime. Obviously they're usually expecting to have a lead at this point in their other games. But obviously the Tampa Spartans, they've proven that this is their fortress.
So taking a look at it, the Spartans back on the field, no surprise, Jake Richards, Ramsey Torre, Adrian Constantine, Ezric Nichols, Till Newman, Juancho Fernandez, Jan Walker, saw him sub in for Mike Schessel. Also seeing out in the field, Marcel Salocat, Roger Smith. And now we do see, Ian, we mentioned him at the half, Knut Soren Hovet with the warm-up off. He will be taking the field. So Ian, we had discussed that, about him being the lone Spartan down the field. Looks to be the reason he was out warming up is because he didn't see any action in the first half, but going to start out here, so wanting him to be fresh and ready to go is head coach Bush.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he'll be replacing the right back who started this game. I believe that was Joey Baza.
I believe you're right, as we see Joey Baza put the warm-up on at the Tampa sideline.
It's Joey. So, like Knut Soren Hove, he's going to probably provide a little more cover for in that defensive third of in the right back, especially because Gums, he's been getting down there a lot and he's been causing problems. So Knut Soren Hove will stop that, but it looks like Gums has gone out to the right this time.
The Spartans are ready, the Moccasins are ready, and we are ready for the second half of action here at Pepin Stadium. Ian Gamiri, Connor Moore with the call. 45 minutes left to play. Which team will get on the scoreboard first? Roger Smith trying to keep it alive, but it'll be a throw-in now for Florida Southern.
Be a long throw-in, taken in, looking for Meehan again. And Meehan is in a lot of space here. Gets a
what a save by Richards. But Ian, similar to the beginning of the first half, not even a minute in, and the Moccasins starting to attack already, so.
Now see Moccasins, they're showing their intent, like they desperately want to win this game. They want to catch Palm Beach Atlantic. They want to catch, and they want to overtake Florida Southern in this conference, because at the moment Florida Southern, Nova Southeastern, like they're at the moment they're tied in this conference. In second place, Palm Beach Atlantic are first. Barry and Lynn tied for fourth.
So here we go, Jake Richards with the goal kick.
We have Adrian Constantine going out from the back, looking for the long ball into Roger Smith. And that's well defended by Jake Starling.
Eusophaglou passing forward to Apaya.
Here we have Tony Soler. Be a throw-in for Florida Southeastern. Florida Southern College.
So we're 2 minutes in to the second half. Soren Hovet with the defense. Both teams nitty-gritty over here, keeping their head on a swivel.
Yeah, absolutely. In soccer, you're going to need to be a little nitty-gritty. Great tackle there by Adrian Constantine. Like that, like we were talking about, having to do all the nitty-gritty, dirty work. Adrian Constantine right there.
Yeah, saving the day.
Yeah, great example.
Roger Smith trying to stay with Sterling, but Moccasins pushing forward.
Here's Rodriguez, the Argentinian. Going back into defense with Daniel Moore.
Interception here by Newman, but met is Apaya, and now Soren Hovet over.
Tony Soler losing out to number 7, Luis Batista. Here we have Rodriguez. Ball in. And Knut Soren Hove taking no chances, putting that outside for a corner kick for Florida Southern.
pivotal sequence on the defensive side of things for the Spartans coming up.
And the corner will be taken by Christoph Gums, who is from Germany, Greifswald. He graduated from Sports Gymnasium Leipzig.
The corner on its way. Salicot with the clear.
Easily defended into no man's territory, but here's Bautista.
The southpaw kicking it over. And now Smith runs by it.
Apaya, what a shot! What a goal! What a finish was that! Took the Spartans by complete surprise. And like I said, Connor, if there was going to be a goal in this game, it would come from something special.
Yeah, the goal comes to the 50th minute for the Moccasins, and that was one of those shots of your Richards. You can do nothing but tip your cap, because what a shot it was by Apaya. That was in the upper left corner, and it was a thing of beauty, as you mentioned, Alan.
Yeah, absolutely, but something seems to be going on with the referee and the coach here.
Could have been a taunting celebration on Apaya following the goal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Foster Apaya from Kumasi, Ghana. Mobile transfer with the goal in the 50th minute of play.
Yeah, what a strike that was, Connor. We would needed something special. Something special was needed in this game, and the crowd have got it.
So the Spartans will look to counter.
Scored by Foster Apia in the 15th minute. That's goal by Foster Apia in the 50th minute.
So the Spartans, the ensuing possession, try to answer back. 1-0 is the score in favor of the Moccasins.
Well, that goal has certainly got the crowd lifted, and definitely the Florida Southern, the away crowd is definitely being more loud here at Pepin Stadium. But the Spartans looking to fight back with Roger Smith.
Could not keep it that time, intercepted by Alberto Diaz. Crowd trying to cheer on the Spartans here.
So and Tampa, they're desperately going to be in need of that 12th man, which is the crowd here. And I mean, that'll give you a huge boost. And here's Knut Sovereign-Hove. Adrian Constantine with a poor clearance. Here come Florida Southern once more. Here's Rodriguez, the Argentine.
Here we go, Ezric Nichols on the defense.
Good looking ball in. Sovereign-Hove. Good clearance. Juancho Fernandez to Roger Smith.
Ezric Nichols here. .39-15 left. Spartans need one goal. Draw even. Fernandez with the battle.
He wins a side of free kick against the Argentine, Rodriguez. Quickly taken by the Spartans. Here we have number 8, Till Newman. Going out wide to Knut Sovereign-Hove, but well cleared by the defender. Quick throw in.
The cross.
No one in the box, and that'll be a corner kick. And we'll have Tony Soler taking that corner kick for the Spartans.
Yeah, hopefully this is one of those corners that you get that wrap around.
Yeah, absolutely. And it looks like the big boys of the Spartans coming up for this one. Ramsey Toure and Adrian Constantine.
Yeah, Fernandez also out there. Jan Walker as well.
Short corner.
Give and go. Soler working the middle.
Trying to go for the shot.
Till Newman now with possession. Sending it in the middle of the box.
Ball in.
Coming away with its Florida Southern. Whistle will go against. Waiting on the call. presumably Torre. It'll be a free kick, most likely for the Moccasins.
Yeah, it's a collision of heads there, where we have to stop the game no matter what happens. Which was a new rule, I think. It's been introduced for quite a while now. I think it started back in 2012. A free kick here to be taken by the goal scorer, Apaya.
Yeah, that thing was magnificent. It was. Nothing Richards could have done. Perfectly located.
What a rocket.
Upper left corner.
Yeah, absolutely. Some great techers there by Apaya. Here comes Florida Southern once more, going back into defense. Oh, Ramsey Constantine caught out of possession. Appeals for a handball there. Waved away.
Now Roger Smith taking charge.
Miscontrolled there by Smith. Here's Batista. Plays it out wide to the left back with a cross in, which will be a goal kick.
37-17 left. Spartans bench now on their feet.
Yeah, so I think Adrian Bush will need to go to his bench now, because at the moment, after the goal, it's pretty much been Florida Southern. They've been dominating the game. Now they feel like, hold on a second, now we can take advantage of this, because the Spartans, they're gonna start opening up, because the Spartans, they're gonna want to score a goal now.
Nice slide tackle there. And now we'll get a whistle on Florida Southern.
It looks like a player down injured.
What a rocket!
A yellow card has been issued to Florida Southern's number 29, Alberto Diaz.
Welcome back to Pepin Stadium. 1-0 the score via a goal in the 50th minute by Foster Apaya. And there was just a yellow card issued to Alberto Diaz, Ian.
Well, obviously that was a pretty bad tackle that he made there on the Spartan player, who was still down injured. And it looks like they're gonna need to make a substitution here. The clock being stopped at 36 minutes and 41 seconds left to play in the second half.
So we're seeing Travis Foster getting loose for the Spartans over on the bench.
Well, let's see if he's gonna be able to make a difference. Obviously, the Tampa, Florida local, 5'10", a freshman. He's a forward, so, and at this stage in the game, I think Adrian Bush needs to bring on forwards, because he's gonna need goals, and your first line of people that are gonna score goals are your forwards. The substitution here for Florida Southern going off will be the person who received the yellow card, Alberto Diaz.
Yeah, be George Michalov, 5'11" senior from Berlin, Ian. You, of course, know some fine players from Berlin.
Yeah, absolutely. The capital of Germany.
George Michalov.
Who are your favorite players that have originated in Berlin?
Well, to be honest, I don't really know many players that have originated in Berlin, but like Berlin, it's not where the heart of football is for most of them. It's Bavaria. which is in where you see where Munich is the state capital, and Bayern Munich, the best team in Germany, currently tied in the Bundesliga in first place with Borussia Dortmund, who leapfrogged them into first place. Obviously, Bayern play tomorrow.
So Till Newman, the injured Spartan, off the field. We will keep you posted on his status. And subbing in for the Spartans, we mentioned it is Travis Foster, the freshman from Lido High School.
Here's Tony Soler.
On the field, number 15, Travis Foster. Replaces number 8, Till Newman.
36-20 left in action. 1-0, the Moccasins have the lead.
Here is Roger Smith. Passes it down to number 24.
Ezric Nichols now to Constantine, to Torre.
Slowly you see pressure being applied by the Spartans, looking for Roger Smith. Easily collected by Yusufoglu. He's going to take some beating today.
Yeah, he's done a nice job for Florida Southern.
Absolutely. I feel like he's not been tested as much. See Jake Richards having to make the one hard save, like right at the start of this second half.
So now the Moccasins on the push.
Here's Rodriguez, the Argentine.
Smith coming away with it.
Here comes Smith, trying to lead a counterattack, finding number 20, Marshall Scolat.
Salakad looking for Smith.
Lets it go.
Smith is still there. And now with the shot. Oh, just wide. What a look, though, for the Spartans was Tony Soler.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, they're Spartans now, they're in desperation mode. They're going to be knocking on that door of Yusufoglu. Here we have Yusufoglu with a goal kick. 34 minutes, 45 seconds to go. It is University of Tampa 0, Florida Southern 1. It's a risky goal kick there by Yusufoglu, but here is Rodriguez, the Argentine. We see some Messi magic from him tonight.
Ezric Nichols forcing the corner kick.
Will be a goal kick.
So it was deflected.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like it will be Jake Richards to take the goal kick. But he'll have to do it quickly because time is slowly ticking away for the Spartans, who have 34 minutes to find an equalizer and potentially go on to win this game. Here we have Knut Sovereign-Hove trying to look for Juancho Fernandez. Knut Sovereign-Hove once more with the interception. And slowly, Florida Southern are starting to attack. Roger Smith going toe-to-toe with Rodriguez.
Back and forth game it has been. Is now a golden opportunity for Meehan, and that one will just be short, and no whistle.
Cries of a penalty, but decision waved away by the referee.
So Spartans with Ramsey Torre remain solid, and stop would be another tack-on goal for Florida Southern.
Yeah, absolutely. That could easily have been a penalty, but good work by Jake Richards. Here's Ramsey Toure going into Adrian Constantine. Spartans playing out from the back once more. Tony Soler. Sorry, wrong person. That's Travis Foster, the freshman.
Torre looking for Smith, and now Smith will come away with it. And open field with him and that speed. Spartans have an opportunity.
Smith to no avail. Yusufoglu will let it run out for a goal kick. 32 minutes left. Tampa 0, Florida Southern 1 is your score. Goal scored by Apaya in the 50th minute. Rocket of a shot that was, Connor.
Yeah, upper left corner. It was a highlight reel play, that's for sure, and Foster Apaya with the goal.
Here comes Rodriguez.
Looking for Meehan against Nichols. Meehan with the cross. Canute Soren Hovet with the stop.
Yeah, Batista was ready to pull the trigger there.
And Richards comes in nicely. And now the Spartans with a little push.
It's a handball being called on the goal scorer. Juancho Fernandez takes it quickly into Roger Smith. And here goes Roger Smith.
The cross.
Juancho Fernandez.
In the box.
Apaya goes out. It looks like it'll be a free kick called on Juancho Fernandez.
Not happy with the call, but 30-50 left for the Spartans to try to equalize this game.
Looks like it'll be another shutout for Yusufoglu.
Bearing a goal by the Spartans. Still plenty of time left as Yusufoglu with a nice boot.
This will be his 7th shutout this season if Tampa fail to score.
Meehan not happy with the call.
Headed away there by Jake Starling.
Ezric Nichols getting ready to throw it in. Here we go, Foster and Fernandez in the area. Now Soren Hovet.
Long ball looking for Juancho Fernandez. Yusufoglu will collect. Throws it out to Foster Apaya, the goal scorer.
Yeah, his goal in the 50th minute, and that's been the difference so far.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's just one goal, so the Spartans can easily just come back. But here come the Florida Southern once more. No foul being called.
I believe we got a late whistle.
A late whistle. I don't think the Spartans are too happy with that call. But it will be a free kick to be taken by Enco Lacheres, the midfielder, junior from Tudela, Spain.
So deep into Spartan territory are the Moccasins.
He could be going for a shot here, Connor.
Absolutely, and the Spartans need a defensive stand here to keep this game within striking distance here.
3 in the wall for the Spartans.
28-30 left. Tension and drama here at Pepin Stadium. Spartans need the defense. Oh, and the wall going right at Soler, but he gets the stop, and that one looked like it hurt. As we have the medical staff.
That was a bullet of a shot there from Enrico Lacheres.
So as we tend to Soler, we'll go to a quick commercial break. Stay with us.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Welcome back to Pepin Stadium, and Tony Soler now slowly sitting up, and that was one of those plays, Ian, as a player, especially when you're in the wall, never want to get hit where he did. He got in the head, so trying to recoup and make sure he's okay as we have 28-18 left. What did you see there, Ian?
Yeah, so it was a rocket of a shot there by the midfielder, Lasheras, and that hit Tony Soler right in the face. So, and that's obviously gonna hurt, and it's gonna take time to like get better, but it shouldn't be too bad. Looks like he'll be able to continue. Like, I don't think that was Soler. I think that was number 15, Travis Foster.
Believe it was Soler. Foster's still on the field, but he is okay as Tony Soler.
Substitution for Tampa. Onto the field, number 8, Till Newman.
So Till Newman coming in now.
15, Travis Foster.
So Till Newman looks like he'll be able to return. Obviously, he got injured earlier during this game.
Substitution for Florida Southern.
And we'll also see for the Spartans, Alex Schultz-Gieshovel from Dresdenfurt, Germany. Francis Marion transfer.
Luis Batista.
Here, Luis Batista for Florida Southern going off. Well, he was very impressive, especially down the right-hand side of midfield. A corner kick for Florida Southern.
So we resume action. Got a whistle, offsides. Thanks again for joining us here at Pepin Stadium. This game is not disappointed in the slightest. 1-0 the score for Florida Southern as the Spartans look to retaliate. Jake Richards with the goal kick. Crossing midfield. Now be a throw-in for Tampa.
Looks like another substitution. Tony Soler,
who had been hit in the head, looks to be okay.
And he'll be coming on for number 25, which I believe is Alex Schultz-Gieshovel, another German.
A lot of international players on the Spartans.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, that's gonna be key because like international, like soccer is not a big sport here in America, but it's slowly becoming one. But obviously in other countries it is the #1 sport, and the Germans here, for them it is their #1 sport. And we see a lot of Germans on this pitch for the Spartans here. We see Schultz, Gatzaville, Till Newman, and Tony Soler, 3 Germans.
So here we go, under 27 minutes left. This game is slowed down drastically. A lot of stoppages here, Ian, in the second half. All around, good soccer.
Yeah, great for the neutrals. Still 1-0 as we go into the 26 minutes left. Will be a throw-in for the Spartans once more, to be taken by number 24, Nicholas.
Yeah, Ezra Nichols done a nice job today, Ian, on the defensive line for the Spartans.
Yeah, absolutely, playing at left back today.
Strong throw. Soler now controlling. Trying to work his way into the box.
Using his clever footwork.
That'd be a free kick for the Moccasins.
Here, well deserved and won by Jake Starling.
It'll be Yusufoglu with the goal kick. Rather, free kick as we're outside of the box.
Yusufoglu, long kick.
Nichols there, and he'll let it just go out of play.
Here we see the Yusufoglu playing as another sweeper keeper there. He's outside of his box.
And that is a dangerous play there. And Niku Laceris, he will get a penalty. Absolutely.
The crowd going wild here. Chance to win some t-shirts for the Spartan fans.
Ian trying to win himself a t-shirt over here. Went to a Rowdies game with him a couple years ago, and he was all over the fans trying to get the free apparel.
Yeah, ended up getting one that day, Connor, if you remember.
So we're just south of 25 minutes here. Ian Gamiri, Connor Moore, thanks for joining us here at Pepin Stadium. Gorgeous night here in Tampa, Florida. And we will have a Tony Soler free kick right on the edge of midfield. The boot from Soler.
And it's gone long. Looking for Juancho, not reaching Juancho.
Gums, but Torre with the defense.
Hoofs that into the air. Here's the Spanish international, Jordan Canosa. Be a throw in for the Spartans. Gone back to Adrian Constantine. Roger Smith is dispossessed. Fancy footwork there from number 10, Julian Canosa, the Spanish international, who kicks till Newman. And obviously the referee seems to have missed that. And
yeah, weird play there, but getting to his feet is Newman.
Could be a yellow card here for Canosa.
We'll wait and see. Is
rightly deserved.
Just under 24 minutes here.
Till Newman.
The yellow card has been issued to Florida Southern's number 10, Jordan Canosa.
Till Newman will definitely feel that kick tomorrow. Looks like a substitution here coming for Florida Southern. Number 2 going on. Pablo Galo Arias, senior from Redmond, Washington. He'll replace the man that just got the yellow card, Jordan Canosa.
Number 2, Pablo.
So imperative free kick here, Ian, coming up.
This is number 10, Jordan Canosa.
For Newman. Soler passing to Smith. Now Soren Hovit.
So it looks like we'll be have the Florida Southern. They'll be going a little more defensive with the latest substitution there. Great nutmeg from Sovereign Hove.
So Ian, let's take a quick look at the Spartans schedule up ahead as we go into October.
Yeah, October. First game will be away at Rollins College at 7 p.m. Then the Tampa Spartans return back to Pepin Stadium to face Barry, travel away to Daytona Beach to face Emory-Riddle, before 2 home games against Lynn and Florida National at Pepin Stadium, and then they go away to Melbourne, Florida to face Florida Tech, and the last game against St. Leo in Tampa. And then after that, on October 29, we'll have the SSC quarterfinals.
Thank you, Ian, as we have Joey Baza coming back in for Knut Soren Hovit, as well as Alex Scholz-Geestheibel coming on in, and he'll get the throw-in.
Substitutions for Tampa. Entering the game, number 16, Joey Baza.
Intercepted there by the Moccasins.
Here comes Jake Richards, the sweeper keeper.
Replaces number 19,
Solid left foot. Great header, one there by Jake Starling.
Number 25, Alex Schulz-Geisterval replaces number 24, Ezric Nichols.
Ezric Nichols catching a breather.
Great play there by Yusufoglu, clearing that line. Great interception by Adrian Constantine. Looks like the Spartans are changing formation, going to a 3 at the back.
So the Spartans with some fresh legs, substitutions, hoping that'll help propel them to their first goal of the game.
Great ball in there. Great shot off the crossbar. What a shot that was by number 10, I believe. Nah, I'm sorry, wrong number. Number 15, Cole Charland. Ian McIntosh, sorry, wrong player.
Yeah, McIntosh on. What a shot there. That was deep into the box there. And
yeah, what a rocket of a shot that was.
Yeah, Spartans catching a break because that was the second one off the top of the crossbar. This game could be 3-0 already, but yeah. Spartans still within striking distance here, only down by 1. As we have an injured player, we'll go to a quick commercial break. Welcome back to Pepin Stadium. 20:55 is what we have left in regulation. 1-0. Florida Southern with the advantage.
Here, the coach of Florida Southern, Jason Carlson, getting another talking to by the ref.
So some injured Spartan players being attended to on the sidelines, hoping everyone is okay. We have Schessel as well as Foster.
Tony Soler on the ball, wins his side a free kick in a dangerous position.
So can the Spartans capitalize? Plenty of time left.
Absolutely. Just Tony Soler and Jason Carlson having a few exchange of words. The big boys for Tampa are up. Adrian Constantine and Ramsey Toure, the two tallest players for the Spartans.
Soler with the ball. This looks like a curling shot. Ooh, and the Spartans to no avail.
Here's Rodriguez looking to strike a counterattack.
Constantine meets some forces to throw in. Toure with the ball.
Goes back to Jake Richards.
20 minutes even left in regulation. Pleasure to have you with us on your Saturday night. It has been a fabulous game so far. Spartans hanging tough, and now
Till Newman on the ball. Looking for a cross.
And we have a shot. Still up in the air with Wancho, and winning it is Yusufoglu.
Yeah, great keeping there by Yusufoglu, taking command once more.
Yeah, he's been making his presence known in net, doing a fine job.
Yeah, absolutely. And here come the Spartans here, pressuring, led by Juancho Fernandez. And the crowd trying to get UT up and running.
Yeah, Spartans just looking for that spark.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's going to take something special because for Florida Southern, it took a spark from Apaya to score. It took a great spark from Apaya, which came absolutely out of nowhere. So hopefully for Spartans, they can find something like that from one of their players. The Spartans here leading the charge is Roger Smith. Goes into Till Newman.
Vincent replaces number 30, Christoph Gauss.
Newman with the ball. Yusufoglu with the save. Benny Yusufoglu.
Well, Yusufoglu he's been exceptional today. Although he hasn't been tested much, but he's made his presence felt. It'll be a foul throw.
So now the Moccasins with the throw in, 18 minutes left. Warm crowd on hand, staying with us here for the conclusion of this night's game. There's Torre there, sending it to Richards. Richards moving it side to side now. Baeza crossing, looking.
Well,
and we have an opportunity for the Spartans. Still in the box is Travis Foster. Foster.
the shot goes wayward, and it'll go out for a throw-in.
Another defensive stance by the Moccasins. And Julius Becker getting ready to check back in momentarily for Tampa.
This has been a great game, Connor.
Substitution.
Yeah, it's been a thriller, Hein. 17 minutes. Can the Spartans do it?
Well, that remains to be seen, because at the moment, Yusufoglu looks like he doesn't want to be beaten tonight.
Yeah, last season in Lakeland when the two teams last played, Yusufoglu got the win. 3-1 was the score.
Throw in, and here comes Tampa once more, Travis Foster. And here come Florida Southern leading a charge. Jake Richards sweeping up. Tampa coming back here with Travis Foster looking for options.
Foster to Schultz Geistheivel. Roger Smith now with the shot, ricocheted off a Moccasin defender.
Throwing for the Spartans. Here's Adrian Constantine with the long ball, looking for Roger Smith. Travis Foster, Roger Smith. We're in the box. Will be another substitution here for Tampa Spartans. It looks like
Becker. Spartans almost thread the needle that time, deep into Moccasin territory.
Yeah, Becker coming on for Travis Foster. We'll have the PA announce that shortly.
Spartan substitution.
Torre in a foot race now with McIntosh.
This is number 15, Travis Foster.
15:25 in regulation.
The Spartans trying to find their way back into this game, trying to find that more important equalizer. That'll easily be collected by Yusufoglu. Goes out wide to Jake Starling. Here we have number 18 on the ball, Taylor Vincent, who wins the side to throw in.
It will stay with Florida Southern.
Florida Southern slowly taking their time.
Subbing back in James Meehan for the Mocs.
Florida Southern substitution. Entering the game, number 9, James Meehan. Replaces number 11, Tobias Rodriguez.
Throw in for the Mocs.
Looking for Meehan. Here's McIntosh. No foul. Here is Tony Soler.
Pushing across midfield. Can the Spartans with Roger Smith get it on?
That remains to be seen, because at the moment this Florida Southern defense, they've held tight. They don't want to, it looks like they don't want to be beaten. And here's
Meehan with the opportunity. Oh, what a play, Ramsey Torre.
Take a bow, son.
That was a magnificent stop.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you have many defenders doing that, what Toure did. That was exceptional.
Beautiful play and keeping the Spartans alive. And now Julius Becker with a burst of speed.
Here comes
With the cross.
One shot.
Oh, it's still in the air. Oh, Yusufoglu with the save. Oh my goodness.
Yusufoglu showing why he is arguably the best goalkeeper in this Sunshine State Conference.
And we have been talking about Juancho Fernandez. He was right there, side by side with Yusufoglu, but Yusufoglu won the jump ball, and he jumped and got it.
And here they come once more. What a shot!
Yeah, sailing shot that time. Yep. But now we have 13 minutes on it, so that clock becoming a factor for the Spartans.
Yeah, absolutely. And as you can see, Jake Richards rushing to take the goal kick. Goes short, playing out from the back. Here we have Alex Schutzel. Goes back to Richards.
What can the Spartans do in the remaining time? We will see. Pushing into Florida Southern Territory. It's Becker, and there'll be a corner kick. Yep.
Spartans knocking on the door here.
Becker getting ready to take it. To Soler.
Short into Soler. Good trickery from Soler.
And that'll be a free kick. On McIntosh is the victim. Becker. Torre to Constantine. And it'll be a goal kick.
Obviously, Constantine not known for his shooting ability. That's why that shot goes wayward.
Yeah, maybe too many passes that time for the Spartans.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe one more pass could have done it, but obviously, like, where could he have gone? Like, at this point, you need to take shots, because at the moment, you're 1-0 down with 11 minutes and 35 seconds left to play. Toure wins the header. Here we have number 19, Ian McIntosh. Here's the defender, Pablo Arias.
Intercepted by Newman, and the Spartans have numbers.
Roger Smith making a run down the right side, using his quick burst of
Smith in the box!
No penalty.
Smith in disbelief.
And here they come. Here comes Florida Southern. The ball goes out for a throw in for the Spartans. Will be a substitution here.
Yeah, we'll see Marcel Salicot come back on, but the Spartans have certainly had their chances. Just another one right there. Could not convert with Roger Smith.
Absolutely, and I think we have Amgad Salah going off. So no Mohamed Salah magic from him today.
And coming off will be number 19, Ian McIntosh.
Florida Southern. Entering the game, number 7, Luis Bautista. Replaces number 19.
As well as Taylor Vincent. So 10-20 left. What can the Spartans get going here? They've had the looks, but Yusufoglu has been a magician in net.
Yeah, absolutely. He's showing why he's probably the best goalkeeper.
Yeah, 7 shutouts on the verge right here.
Yeah,
Yusufoglu,
yeah,
10 minutes away.
Yeah, very rarely do you see that in a Sunshine State Conference.
Yeah. So here we go. Nice footwork there by Soler, and it'll be Giestheivel sending to Richards. The boot by Richards.
Fans, we want to give a big shout out tonight and say congratulations to our Crown Plaza fan of the game, Augie.
Soler.
Crown Plaza offers business travelers high levels of comfort, service, and amenities. For more information, go to crownplaza.com. Crown Plaza, the place to meet.
Here we go. Juancho Fernandez on it.
1-on-1.
Fernandez in the box. Becker with the shot.
Easily collected. He's going to take some beating tonight, Yusufoglu.
Yeah, he might be the player of the game so far. Apaya with the shot, but Yusufoglu has been steady all game long.
Yeah, absolutely. He's throwing for the Spartans here.
Giestheivel looking for Salicot. Torre. Now Baza. Baza with the boot, looking for Becker. Becker's going to get to it. Working the end line, and it'll be... What will it be?
A goal kick.
Yep. Just out of bounds was Julius Becker.
Time ticking away for the Spartans. 8 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock. Can they conjure up a goal here and equalize? Yusufoglu is looking solid in the net. Looking for that 7th clean sheet. And a wayward goal kick there. Looks like an injury for Adrian Constantine.
So we'll have an injury and we'll go to a quick commercial break. All right, special thanks to Brett Felton on the commercials as Ian Gamiri and I are back with just north of 8 minutes left. Ian, Spartans with the throw in here, trying to find the scoreboard here.
Spartan substitution. Entering the game, number 17, Victor Modrego.
Ian, new Spartan Victor Modrego from Madrid, Spain, the senior.
Yeah, obviously from Madrid, meaning he could look up to Real Madrid players.
As in?
Like Gareth Bale, obviously, and a former player, Cristiano Ronaldo, who just moved to Juventus this summer. He was at Madrid for 9 years, so obviously Victor Modrego could be a huge fan of Cristiano Ronaldo because he's from that Madrid area. Well, let's see what Victor Modrego could come up with tonight. Is he gonna find that spark to unlock this defense of Florida Southern?
Well, knowing head coach Adrian Bush not afraid to mix and match, and we're seeing that the senior Victor Modrego trying to add that X factor element to the Spartans attack.
Absolutely, he got into the team last year, I believe, just at the start of 2018.
But now all of a sudden, here come the Moccasins.
Here's Arias.
Oh, what a play by Julius Becker.
Julius Becker here trying to find a way to get a counterattack. Goes down, but to no avail. Throw in here to be taken by Sterling.
It's been a physical game, Ian. Ref has let him play all game long.
Yeah, absolutely. But in soccer, you're going to expect a physical game.
Unless, of course, you're Neymar. I love to call him out, but he flops too much.
Yeah, absolutely. In the World Cup, you saw a lot of that, especially in the Mexico game.
Oh, man. Mexico fans not happy with the antics and the charades with Neymar Jr.
Yeah, absolutely. Neymar was... Despite like his acting in that game, he was phenomenal in that game, got a goal and an assist. But Belgium having absolutely none of that in the quarterfinals, knocking out Brazil 2-1.
And now we have a free ball here for the Moccasins. Taking it will be Daniel Moore.
Here come Gums. Ramsey Toure will clear that away as Tampa Spartans look to find the elusive equalizer with 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to play.
Yeah, time is that factor, as you mentioned, and Spartans need to get a turnover and make the most of it.
Well, this is the time to shine if you're a Spartan, because this will prove to Adrian Bush that you deserve to absolutely be a part of this team.
Yes, Spartans trying to find their first win against a ranked opponent. Trying to even it up first and go from there, but we will see. Julius Becker working into Moccasin territory as we're approaching 5 minutes left.
Here's Tony Soler. Goes long and looking for Roger Smith.
Nice header by Jake Starling.
Cleared away by Rodriguez. Ramsey Toure will collect. And he'll go long once more.
Becker in the area.
Looking for the right winger, Till Newman.
Modrigo.
Another long ball attempt.
Oh, and here we go. Salicott was right there. Corner kick now on.
Corner kick. It looks like it'll be number 7, Julius Becker, this time taking the corner with his right foot.
Four minutes, 13 seconds. Corner on its way. Torre trying with the header.
It'll be a goal kick. Time ticking for the Spartans. 4 minutes left on the clock.
Yusufoglu with the goal kick.
He's gonna start taking his time now. Obviously, he wants to run down that clock.
Yeah, conservative approach here by the Moccasins, just trying to milk out that clock and hopefully leave Tampa with a 1-0 lead, but Spartans trying to cause some controversy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's Rodriguez. Great Ronaldo chop there. Goes back to defense. Number 3, Jake Starling. No, I'm sorry, wrong number. Taylor Vincent. Here we have Roger Smith, the speedster.
Here he goes.
His speed.
Roger Smith. Till Newman. And now Becker chases down, and we're 3 minutes away.
There's Juancho.
Going back to Becker. Looking. Newman there. Thought he might go with the bicycle kick that time.
See, Gums wins his side a free kick, and now it'll be a chance for Florida Southern to run down the clock.
Two minutes, 30 seconds. Yusufoglu, look at how far out he is on.
Looking for Meehan. Now with every throw-in that's going to come in, every throw-in that Florida Southern win, every free kick they win, and a little push in there.
Getting the crowd on their feet.
And that'll be Mian with the yellow card.
Taking a look, Ian, we're south of 2 minutes left. So the Spartans in a sense of desperation mode at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. They're going to have to throw everything forward here.
Has been issued to Florida Southern's number 9, James Meehan.
It looks like Florida Southern, they'll go neck and neck with Palm Beach Atlantic. At the moment, there are 3 teams that have a two teams. They're one of 2 teams that have the perfect record here. Ramsey Toure going long.
Yusufoglu home.
Yusufoglu running down the clock. Goes long, Yusufoglu. Finds Batista.
90 seconds left. The Spartans have one last push in them.
Could we be in for a last-minute winner? We've seen a lot of those in soccer.
Yes, some heroics potentially here at Pepin Stadium. Certainly have a big enough crowd to be energized here.
Here's Juancho Fernandez.
Becker.
1 minute remaining in the second half.
Rodrigo trying to fight off the player. .40 seconds left on the clock. Can the Spartans find the goal? Jake Richards, he'll go long. Everyone up, including Ramsey Toure.
In the box! The shot by Newman! It's saved once again by Yusufoglu.
Yusufoglu looks like he will not be beaten, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, 15 seconds left as Usaboglu just sends that over and out of play.
With 10 seconds left on the clock here. Can the Spartans find Ramsey Toure? And that will be the end of the game. Florida Southern take the lead. No, Florida Southern take the win back to Lakeland. Goal scored by Apaya.
Yeah, the 50th minute. And what a game it has been. 1-0 is the final. But how about Florida Southern? They're very good. They're 9th ranked in the nation, and the 9th ranked team in the nation just picked up their 9th win on the season, and they're 4th in Sunshine State Conference play. As for the Spartans, they fall to 2, 4, and 3 on the season, and 1 and 3 in Sunshine State Conference play. Although it was a valiant effort, just falling a little bit short. But Ian, taking a look now at the Spartans' upcoming schedule, they'll flip the calendar and head into October.
Yeah, obviously going into October, starting off with an away game at Rollins College at 7 p.m. Then they come back here on October 6th to play Barry at 6 p.m. So be sure to catch that game, you Tampa Spartan fans. Hope to see you at Pepin Stadium there.
So, thanks again for joining us here at Pepin Stadium. It was a pleasure having you with us here on your Saturday night, September 29th, here in Tampa, Florida. For Brett Felton, Connor Moore, Ian Gamiri, and our entire staff, we will be signing off. Have a great night, and take care, everybody.